And so 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 and so.
The way I photograph, the way I write sometimes in circles, the leaning on poetics, the distancing from the event through a lens, the event becoming the act of documentation, the very activity of taking pictures is soothing and assuages general feelings of disorientation that are likely to be exacerbated. The way I wish Susan Sontag could coldly critique my subject position, tell me what it means to document this particular form of abandonment. The employment of pop stand-ins, the hyper-focus on certain terms, the neologisms, the fact that I looked at death and said, what is the deeper symbolism in this image, the candle left on all night that becomes an art project instead of a reminder of the too closeness of lit flame to table? Is this what coping mechanisms feel like?
And so it begins with an image, as it often does, the externality of it, seeing an object so much so that it loses all object thing presenceness, and there is only the external, the now, that is flat and reverential and takeable to one's car, then house, then wall, where it lives now, so pretty but so quiet, behind which there is only wall. See item 0. 2 sunken semi-erotic bed forms stacked one atop another, semi-prone, off-gray, leaning, or depending on the presence of a brick wall to stay upright. Across their skins like a blush, a spattering of blue-black crumbs, insect presence, or perhaps moisture has locked in and undergoes the project to build new ecosystems in the spaces between loose thread. Immediately I want to look away, vomit, or burn the sight, be rid of it. Never think of it, never see it again. That image that soaked up sour white reject, too big or not suited for the dumpster beside it. So I take a picture, 2 pictures actually. I try to resettle this retching motion in my stomach with the potential offered by a piece of evidence, i.e. something that feels like a solution to constant worries over a surplus of things, the opposite of scarcity crisis, these withering structures in front of me. It's as if nothing ever leaves, disappears, or even shrinks. It just adds more and more, small crumbs until crumbs become a pile, become a ruin, which is when things get messier. See item 1. See that blue-gray window about 8 feet above is mine. The mattress were made to hold us. The birth was on a factory floor, alone. There were no doctors, only cold lights and motion, only the faint hums of halogen bulbs underneath roaring and thrashing of machines designed for maximum of familiarity, hyper-efficient even. For comfort, remember the sensation of bodies and absorbing sweat, skin, hair, blood come only to return to the bedroom with the 2 filth or plump mattress and the detached fitted sheet, the Walmart Black Friday, this state of abjection. No comfort, no collection of soft items, just waterlogged, collecting wrinkles and flecks of color, just existing beyond purpose or use, to exist, to be seen, to be not thrown away or disappeared, like when sale memory foam top cover the rug on the floor, always full of dust and hair tufts. Yes, that's the one, my our space under which Timothy Morton spoke of in a way only as a deferral, where these 2 lone pieces rot as dispersion to materialize this lack of leaving. A wool sock, 5 rings, junk mail, wooden spoon, 15 half-empty K-cups, the contents of your junk mail folder, the last interaction you had with your father, a handkerchief, a handwritten letter, a handful of sand, 3 drops of blood, some fingernails. Wait until the water hits the brim of the bucket. Push your hand in until it overflows. Out loud say, the hideous thing hidden away would no longer be a terror. Think about displacement and blame.
Item 8. Translation. Containers are not cross-referential. Some do even a poor job of containing. Some are really just for show to dodge questions like, how do you sleep at night when you know there is no end? Maybe I must admit here now,
with the artist's own grief driving the practice to collect, that Foucault is in my head more often than not, these images of being left, this voluntary project to become test subject, with this formulation of the othered place, and I stare over and over at the images, landing on the red, black, purple of a body left in the sun, the heterotopia, wondering what sounds emerge in this place, the site that congeals and reveals collective social flaws, the chorus of such a specific and open decay. My own macabre sensibilities best understand this place, what sounds do flies make in a body farm, as the cemetery. Ultimately, what is most disturbing, there arises an obsession with death as an illness. In these works is not the rot, not the voyeuristic gaze of the camera, not the exposed bone or teeth, but the dead. It is supposed to bring illnesses.
You carried a journal around,
banality of
and
it
in
all.
it wrote things
See
like,
item 8.
the greatest
and it is
crisis
the
we face
and
is the crisis of
the
ugliness,
way there is no real
the inability
performance
to envision
of the dead
it
right
otherwise.
beside the houses,
And you
of the
refuse
being
to talk about
deadness,
death.
just a naturalized
Mold and
process
rust were banned
next
from
to the
your
church,
home,
almost
so
in
you
the
threw
middle
out
of
all
the street,
perishable
near
items
us
and
to
only
witness.
used water when
It is the
absolutely
presence and
inevitable.
proximity that propagates death
This
itself.
act
Always felt like a manifesto you never stopped drafting. You liked feeling there was an order to things, and you generously used the word harmony until it hung around you like a threadbare sweater. How you called everyone brother and sister, and thought that maybe together we could eat the sun, all warmth all the time, forever.